Şu anda Theta Healing'in kurucusu Vianna Stibal ile birlikteyiz. Vianna 1995 yılından beri bu müthiş enerji tekniğini dünyada yaymakta ve Covid-19 gibi bütün dünyanın gerçekten çok zorlandığı bir dönemde Amerika'dan, Montana'dan Türkiye'ye geldi ve Türkiye'de ilk Theta Healing eğitimini vermek için 3 haftadır Türkiye'de. First of all, it is amazing to see you in Turkey, Vianna.
I'm really happy to be here.
Well, actually, obviously, I'm going to ask many questions, but you know, I've been attending your training. Now I'm a Theta healer myself.
Yes, you are.
Yes, it is amazing, amazing. Obviously, I would like to, you know, talk about this as well. But first of all, I want to start from, you started Theta Healing 1995.
Yep. 1994.
Okay. I know the story. You've been looking for answers to heal yourself. You've been to doctors, many people, but something happened and it changed your life.
It did.
Would you please share this moment with us?
Oh, that's a complicated moment. But I have always been able to look inside the body and see things inside the body. So I could see that I wasn't good. So I tried lots of different things to get better, and eventually I ended up with the doctor, and they found a 9-inch tumor in my leg. You know, 9 inches, big. Mm. And I found that the way that I could look into the body could actually heal people. So I did many things. I did lots of cleanses, but when I discovered the way I looked in the body could actually help someone, I healed myself. And I can walk, I can move, I have my leg. But I was curious to see if other people could do the same thing. If it was a gift just for me to be able to heal my body with the Creator, or if everyone could. And I knew everyone could, because I knew that the Creator loved all of us. But I wanted to see if it could be taught, and so I actually started teaching that. I was teaching people how to go up and get answers, but when I healed myself, I started teaching them to heal themselves. And people started coming from everywhere, so I worked on lots of people. Mm. So I realized that the way they think and the way they think about their self had a lot to do with getting better. And if they didn't think they could get better, they couldn't. So we devised a way. I went up and asked the Creator, and the Creator showed me that we could change limiting beliefs that keep us in one place and allow us to shift some of our beliefs that we picked up that aren't so good, and actually move them and shift them and become better.
Very surprised at the time, because I can imagine when you are ill, you go to first of all traditional doctors, medicals, and if you don't get the right answer or right, you know, solution, you have all these questions, and that must be a moment when you find out that you can actually heal yourself. Very surprised.
Well, actually, I was told that I had a tumor and that amputation might help, and that, you know, they told me I was going to die. I was not okay with that, because I had little children and I didn't want them to go live with their father. I was divorced, but their father is paralyzed, and he simply cannot raise my children. I remember crying to God, because God always has helped me, and the Creator's always helped me. And I remember thinking, okay, I'm going to go home. And I remember getting told that I was here on this earth with or without a leg, so I needed to get up and do something. And so I was shown how to take care of my body. As far as healing goes, I've watched miracles for 26 years. I've watched people heal from amazing things. But I have also watched him heal from heartache, and I've watched him heal from all kinds of different things that we don't talk about so much as healers.
So true. Actually, when I talk about healing, Do you think that everything is possible in this universe? Let me explain. Some esoteric cultures believe that we are here to experience soul journey in order to expand, but we need suffering for this. Do you think suffering is like, kind of default mode, or joy is our default?
That's a good question. Because it depends on what you think is suffering. Because a lot of people say they suffer if they fly to the U.S. I mean, they're on the plane for 14 hours and they think they've suffered. True. So I think it's on what we think. I think there's a difference in suffering and dedication and devotion. And I think that life is life. But I think that the Creator loves us and that we are part of the Creator and that we should be allowed to find joy in our life. And I think that is really important. I think that when we die, we're going to be asked if we found joy or if we helped another person find joy. I think that we use it as a way not to progress or move. I mean, I know the Creator loves us and loves us all. And I know that if you suffer, you learn. And I think we can also learn from not suffering. I don't have to put my hand in the boiling water to know it's hot.
So true.
So I think that as we grow older, I've learned that not to do things the hard way so much. But I also know that I might have to make some effort. So I don't expect my life to be easy. But I don't expect it to always be hard.
Either, yes. Well, actually, talking about love,
I think the Creator wants us to remember who we are.
Yes, yes. Actually, talking about love, and I know that you use this word quite open. I've been traveling the world to meet spiritual leaders like Sadhguru, Dr. John DeMartini, Gargopal Das, Gurmukh, and now you, one of the greatest spiritual teachers. They all resonate with some important virtue and important quality. And when I look at you, and especially after attending your courses, I feel your quality is love and spread love. Yes.
That's cool.
And I feel it very much. And I just felt it like the first second I saw you in the class. Spreading love, it may seem easy, but at the same time, it is difficult. So what do you feel when we talk about love and human nature and spreading love?
I think people are people. I don't think you can make people be good. I can't think you can make people do anything. I think our job is to let people become what they really can be. And they have to decide what that is. But it's easy to love them because we're so different. We're so amazing. We're so individual.
You are so amazing. Sure. Vianna, I have so many questions, but since 1995, I can imagine you've been helping, training, supporting, healing so many millions of people. Can you count how many?
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No. But I know that us, the people that we shared experiences, we talked, we worked on other people, I think that the Theta healers around the world make a difference. And I think we are remarkable.
I mean, for sure. And you have many trainers all over the world.
Yeah.
Again, I want to take you back to 1994, 1995. When you found this technique, have you ever thought one day it will become so big globally? Was it your dream?
I don't think it was a dream. I think I was just seeking God. And it didn't matter what happened. I wanted to find the truth. in my life. I wanted to connect. I wanted to be connected to God all the time. And I think that I made my life difficult, thinking that I had to suffer. And I think that I had to take responsibility for my decisions and what I was creating. And it has been amazing. I found the love of my life.
Amazing.
And I have amazing children that found their loves. And I live a good life. I'm a great grandma. I mean,
it is amazing.
Twice.
I know that, in your social media, you just, post this beautiful grandchildren and so much love around the family, within the family. I want to ask about that as well. But another question. When we look at all these spiritual teachers, leaders who actually resonate with these virtues, when I actually study them as a journalist, as a, my career is just interview people, most of them have one thing in common. When they are child, they have a somewhat different childhood. Did you have any paranormal talents or anything different?
My whole family's strange.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I knew it.
I have been talking.
I knew it.
I've been praying since I was this tiny. I've always talked to God.
Really?
Always. And I always talk to, I always talk to my father that was in heaven, because I didn't have my father around a lot when I was a kid, but I've always prayed. The Creator's always told me and always helped me, always, how to deal with things. If there's no food, what to do about that. If there's no this, what to do about that. I have never blamed God for my life.
No?
But I have always asked God for help in my life. So if anything doesn't work right, it's not God's fault. I just need to get some advice from the Creator to help me deal with whatever I need to.
That is quite amazing. Well, actually, again, talking about love, your whole family, they resonate with so much love. Your son, your husband, your daughter-in-law. Is it like almost a fashion within the family? Is there a recipe for this? No, because I mean, you're always so tolerant, so smiling, and so much love. I see they're always holding hands. I mean, for us to see this love energy is quite inspirational, honestly. And I loved it, because I haven't seen so much love like this, around us. So it's been quite something.
Oh, I think the kids and I have always, grown up together, so we've always had each other. I think we love each other. I really think we love each other. I think we're not all easy.
I'm sure.
I think we love each other.
Right.
I mean, I know we love each other.
Actually, Vianna, I mean, obviously, I've been in the class, getting trainings, but there's so many people who actually don't know about Theta Healing. Would you please tell us what is Theta Healing? How does it work? Is it always working? Can we talk about this?
All right. So
yes, what is Theta Healing? Yes.
We teach you how to get in a state of mind that you are when you're dreaming. And you get in that state of mind when you fast, and when you fast and pray, you're in that state. You get in that state of mind when you dream, or when sometimes you just know that the Creator is real. That is the state of mind you get in. And we believe that if you're in that state of mind, that you can really access your subconscious, and you can learn how your own mind works. So you can learn how your subconscious is either working for you, maybe it's not, maybe it's working against you, and kind of shift things to work for you. We teach you that you can get your answers from the divine. We teach you that you can create the life that you want. We teach you to have faith and learn that in this state of mind, in this state of mind, you can actually do, you can witness incredible healings. So Theta Healing is taking it as deep as it can. We study different things, different levels. You know, I believe that there are many unknowns. I mean, I believe in natural phenomenon and spirits and intelligence, and I believe that, you know, viruses have an intelligence and bacteria has an intelligence, and I believe that our own bodies are super intelligent, and we teach in Theta Healing that we can heal our bodies, but also that there's a creator. That is the most important thing, and that's the question that's been asked the most. I've done thousands and thousands of readings. In 2002, my daughter counted them. I'd done like 22,000 readings then. And the question that people ask me the most is not, you know, about money or health or love. It's a one particular question more than any, and that is if the Creator loves me. Does the Creator love me? And I think that down in our hearts, that is the most important question
for people to
But
feel.
I think that the answer is, of course, the Creator loves you and wants you to be happy, wants you to experience love. We know what anger and hate is.
Yes, I mean, love is the highest frequency, and it has this capacity to heal everything. So it is very important that you really spread this message, and we as Theta healers will be spreading.
I think so. I think I'm so proud of my little instructors. They're so amazing.
Yeah, you actually make all the people feel this energy as well, which is great. I mean,
and then they teach with this. It's amazing.
It is love. It is amazing. And also, what I feel with Theta healing, it is much more to it, because what you do, you also create this synergy in quantum field as well.
I think so. We teach a lot of physicists.
Yeah.
You know, we're really drawn. You know, we have a lot of interesting students.
Well, actually, you know, I'm also trained by Dr. John DiMartini, and he also works with subconscious mind and belief systems. And then I was quite surprised when I started working with your system. It is this, you know, kind of so much information, but when you do it with love, it is much more powerful.
It's easy.
It is easy, yeah.
But I think that the world is changing, and I think that the world is filled with healers. And I think that they're reaching the people they need to reach.
Yes.
And I think that on some level we're all going to get in sync together.
For sure. Actually, what I'm wondering is, I mean, you've been quite brave to come to Turkey, because the world is just experiencing a very interesting era. And the pandemic all over the world, and the whole nations in different regions, we are quite shocked and traumatized. And I see so many people are actually frightened, anxiety. As a spiritual teacher and healer, I feel that you must have been talking to the Creator when it all started. So what is your take on this period right now, 2020? What is happening? Vianna, what is happening? Yes.
I think that a lot of people are suffering from COVID sickness, of all the fear and going around and being with their homes and being stuck inside. But really, on another level, if you take it and look at it from another view, I think that people are actually being forced to get to know each other again, and families are being put together again, and people are having to examine themselves, and they're having to decide if this is my fear or if this is the other people around me's fear, and you know, who am I really? So after they go through the stress and the fear and the doubt, they realize that they can find something about themselves. You know, when it happened, I was so worried about our little teachers. You know, how would they make it? So we put some of the classes online.
Yeah, that's quite clever.
And
yes.
the response from the people they teach is amazing. Because they're helping them even in their home. And I think that this is happening all over. I don't think it's just happening with Theta Healing. I think that the people on the earth are good in their souls. And I think they outweigh the fear and the stress, and I think we're going to see changes.
Actually, the concept of your training in Turkey is shifting the world.
Yes.
And I loved it when I heard it. It is shifting the world. I think that, you know, right now we are shifting through many things. So I mean, that is quite amazing. Some people say that the end is coming. Some people say that, you know, the world is like changing the dimension, which in a way it is true, because we are resonating more and more different, you know. We are getting, I think, closer to our life missions, because we needed something to kind of...
I don't think we're shifting dimensions, because the dimension is this. I think that when we realize that our soul is multidimensional,
yes,
I think we're awakening and realizing that there's a lot more to us than our human body. But I also think that, you know, if people think the end of the world is coming, maybe they'll try to be nice. You know?
It's so true.
But on the other hand, our souls continue forward forever. I think that we're starting to look through the veils. I think we're realizing that life goes on even if we're not on this plane. And I think that we're reaching a different level in spirituality. The one thing about Theta Healing is we don't tell you to change your belief systems or your religion.
Yes, it is.
We work with whatever your faith and belief system is, and we encourage it. We encourage the belief in the Creator.
Do you teach, I know you teach, but like all religions, everybody... That is quite embracing, whole nation.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. The power here in Turkey is, though, amazing. Because there's a deep love of the Creator, and it's very deep. It's in the DNA, it's in the heart, it's in the soul.
Actually, very surprised to see so many instructors, because I believe that we were like 350 people. I was quite surprised, because sorry, but I didn't expect so many people, and I was like, wow, it's quite something. Were you surprised?
I knew.
Yeah.
Because my little teachers have come from Turkey for a while, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew if I could, and we got here right when COVID started, so we were called back to the U.S. And I promised to come back in July. And good thing it was July 15th, because they just barely opened up so we could come. But God told me when to come back. But I knew that there were so many wonderful people here. I was coming.
Amazing to hear. Actually, what you said about dimensional thing is quite surprising for me to hear, because you said something like, obviously, of course, our spirits, spirit is multi-dimensional. Right. So the question comes here, what is death and life?
What is what?
Death and life. Because life, you know, on this linear time, we are experiencing many things.
That life is when what we think is life, is when the life force is flowing through us. We can touch our tangible bodies, but life continues on even after death. Our soul goes on. So we go on, we progress as spirits. We have a physical body, we go on maybe to the spirit. Eventually we will acquire the ability to do both. But, you know, there's just a veil between the other side. And, you know, you don't actually ever really die. Energy just shifts energy.
I'm glad that we are talking about this, because My book is coming out on death and life, but I'm questioning life through death and death through life. And another question is, you said, actually the energy never dies because it's always there, and the matter dies, or kind of, we don't
And
need
it
this.
just sort of shifts energy.
Yeah, definitely. And so the thing is, like, when we see this, do we kind of bring from maybe different lives, or I don't want to talk about so much maybe reincarnation, but do we bring different matters from different dimensions on this linear time in order to again expand, in order to maybe
Well, in Theta Healing, we believe that you have memories and knowledge from many different reasons. You have your DNA knowledge, you have energy is in every atom, in every particle. There's intelligence and memories in everything you walk on. So in reality, we get knowledge from all of these different sources. We were us before we came into our spirit, our bodies. We have knowledge of that on some level. And one of our keys is trying to access all of this knowledge, and it really helps us live our life. So in Theta Healing, we do try to show you, excuse me, how to access that knowledge. Yeah. Should have never drank that coffee.
Yes. Well, actually, another question comes here. As a spiritual teacher, I'm sure that so many people are wondering, Vianna Stibal, when you wake up in the morning, how do you spend the day? Do you have like daily rituals? Do you have like things that you have to do? No, I have to do this. Like, how do you spend a day as Vianna? Apart from all the healings, helping people, training, supporting, all these things.
Oh, I spend a lot of time whining. I whine a lot. My husband helps me, makes me a smoothie, and I make plans of what our next plan is and what we're going to do next constantly. And then and then I rebuild things. Like I tore apart my kitchen. I build cabins. I restyle things constantly, because to me, belief work is something that's ongoing. So I keep changing things. So. My husband walks home and I've changed the furniture. And we spend a lot of time with, especially Josh, he spends a lot of time with our horses. We have Frisian horses. And I live in Montana, so I live in the most beautiful place.
It's so beautiful, I can see in your post. The reason I ask these questions, because you've been helping so many people, and people have your students and people from all over the world. I'm sure that they are wondering, because when you see a spiritual teacher, healer, you don't normally see that person as a human being, because you see that person enlightened or awakened. That is the reason, because I want to ask, what is the difference for you as a Vianna, difference between being enlightened and being awakened? There's a slight...
Well, enlightenment means that you finally realize, in my world,
yes,
the world according to Vianna, enlightened is when you realize you're part of the Creator. You're part of all that is, and you realize that you're part of a life force that is in everything, and that is when you become enlightened. When you awaken, you're awakening to not only that, but you're awakening to different aspects of your more higher prospects of yourself. So awaken means that you can tap into this higher knowledge, to tap into the Creator, to tap into your higher divine being. And that is awakened. And then a truly awakened master can do amazing miracles because they have maybe no doubts. But awakening takes a moment sometimes. And so right now, a lot of us are just awakening. But I think that when we really wake up, really realize our divine, I don't think we're going to be jealous or angry or competitive. I think we're going to be pretty amazing.
This is amazing because you always talk about in your classes about divine timing as well. And two modalities that you created, I think, recently, you and the creator, and you and the planet. Why was that? Why you felt the urge to create these two modules?
I think that we have to teach people to use common sense. You know, I think that we have to teach them to get a divine answer, not from our mind, but from the true divine. And at least show them that you have to have some common sense. You shouldn't just listen to any voice. And to teach them that they really are amazing. And one thing the class does is it teaches you that there's a reason for everything you've ever done. And that kind of makes you love yourself a lot more. And then you and the earth is a way to actually help our planet and shift the planet into an energy that is more conducive to our human survival, but also let us know that we can be in tune with everything. And I didn't decide. The creator told me to create them. I just wrote down what the creator said and I did it.
This is amazing.
That is the best way. That's the only way.
Yes, it is amazing. Actually, another question.
Are you going to be there? You and the earth?
I want to, but I'm going back to London. I'm just like finding and think a way to be, maybe next time I'm going to talk to the team, because I really felt I need to.
It's so interesting.
I know, I just feel it. You know, initially I was going to take 3 modules, but like, you know, the first one, okay, the second one, wow, third one, oh my gosh, it was like going like this.
It does that, it just goes, whoa, whoa,
exactly.
whoa.
You kind of created this wow factor, which is quite...
But they can do it. The people in the class can do the exercises, they can have results.
Another question, Vianna. Some people, although they try everything, they just try everything, whatever is available for them, but they do not get healing. They don't get healed. Is there a reason for that in your eyes?
No. You know, I think our soul has more to do with our life than we sometimes give it credit for. Sometimes people just want to go home.
Yes. True.
And sometimes people want to go home and they're not allowed. But sometimes you just want to go home.
So true. And we've been talking about all these spiritual and deep subjects. And I just want to ask you, out of like maybe many of your memories, what is the most crazy thing or crazy client you met? Can I ask if you have a small memory that you want to share with us? It will be interesting.
The craziest thing?
Craziest, yes.
No, I have too many crazies.
Really?
I have way too many crazy experiences.
The boat on Hawaii, on the boat.
The what?
The boat.
Which boat?
When you were on the boat on Hawaii,
And
the
which-
woman.
Huh?
The woman that wouldn't leave you alone.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
Okay.
It is funny. I had this woman in class, and she definitely had some personality disorders. She had many of them, actually. She was like kind of a really dissociated woman. And she was in the class, and I was fine in the class, but then a bunch of us went on a boat so that we could go scuba diving, and I just wanted to see the island, so I don't swim, I don't get in the water. I have an animal problem. Animals like me. I mean, they really like me. Like, they don't even see me. So like I've had like a raccoon try to crawl over my leg when I'm in the car, just try to crawl in the car and crawl right on me.
Really?
They don't even see me. I mean, constant. I mean, it's a constant thing. So I wasn't getting in that water, but that woman would not leave me alone. She kept tapping me and tapping me. So finally I grabbed the scuba diving stuff and jumped in the water. She's probably the only person that could get me to scuba dive. She drove me so crazy. I jumped in.
Really?
And a week before?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, the sharks?
Oh, well, I didn't want to get in the water because I told them, you shouldn't get in the water because there's sharks. But they didn't want to listen. But it was a day before a little girl actually was in that very same spot and got her leg bit off by a shark.
Oh, wow.
But I still jumped in the water to get away from the lady. So you're funny. That's the funniest one that could come to your mind. I have so many more. It's much stranger.
Well, actually, you just like share your memories in the classes, and I loved it. Even just for that, I really want to attend all the classes. Obviously, there's much more than that. Vianna Stibal, you have this message for humanity you've been spreading for years and years and years. Your heart, what does your heart's song say today to the humanity?
That we're human. And human beings have a lot of love and a lot of depth and a lot more to offer. I think that we are divine and we are part of the divine, and I know you're part of the divine, and I think that you can be and are so much more than you see. If you could see yourself the way I see you, you would love yourself and you would be amazed.
Thank you. And before we finish, I want to do something with you, if it is okay. Can we do nothing major, nothing that difficult. There will be people obviously watching us, and this interview will have, apart from you talking, me as a journalist and somebody who's been in spiritual field for quite a long time. But at the same time, there will be people who will be watching this interview. So can we do a little meditation?
Love to.
Yes.
That'd be great.
And maybe we can download, I will say yes, we can say yes, because I think that people really need this right now.
Okay.
And it can be anything, it can be abundance, it can be love. Please, you tell us.
Okay.
And you lead us, and we can do a little meditation for people.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, a download is like getting an affirmation only at a deep state of mind. So if I go into Theta and I ask you if you would like this affirmation and you say yes, it just kind of goes into your being and it kind of helps your state and your mind, and it just sort of helps. So they're very powerful, but you have to say yes. So I'm going to take you into a meditation. I'm just going to take you in a little way that we found to keep your mind occupied as we take you to an energy of dream state. As soon as we have you imagine coming up in a ball of light, your brain is going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to go into a meditative, what we call alpha state, just before sleep. And then you're going to say a magic word as we go up through the universe and on our journey. And the magic word is Creator or God or Allah, or however you know the energy of the Creator is. You say what is comfortable for you. And your mind will go a little deeper, and we'll let you have love go to you through your cells, and then we'll give you some downloads. Sound good?
Perfect, amazing.
Okay.
Yes, more than good, yes.
Okay, so I want you to imagine energy coming up through the bottoms of your feet, moving through your body, going all the way through your body, coming up to above your head, making a beautiful ball of light. I want you to pretend that you're in that ball of light. I want you to imagine going up, past the universe, through layers of light, through a golden light, through a very thick substance like thick water, and into a tingly white light. And this white light is white like snow, and it tingles all around you. This is the life force. This is the energy that actually makes particles and protons. This is the particles around the protons. It's all the energy of the creator of all that is. And I want you to imagine being in this white light, and it is the absolute perfect love, perfect intelligence. And I want you to imagine that the ball of light you're in disappears, and that you just feel this energy go through your whole body. And I want you to say, Creator of all that is, thank you for my life. And I want you to say, Creator, it is requested that I feel the energy of love through every cell in my body. And I want you to feel this energy, this tingly white energy, go through your whole body. And then with your permission, I would like to send you hope, the Creator's definition of hope, that you know how, when, and that it's possible to have hope, that you know how, when, that it's possible to have forgiveness and joy in your life, and that you know what it feels like,
yes.
how, when, and that it's possible.
Yes.
To have true friendship,
Yes.
to have true abundance,
Yes.
to have love of family and home,
Yes.
and that you know that you are part of all that is.
Yes.
And if you would like to know those things, just say yes, and the energy that's inside, around, that you are in your mind, will send that energy to you.
Yes.
Good. Okay, and then I want you to imagine that everything goes back to this perfect tingly white light that you're in. Everything around you is this tingly white light, and I want you to take a deep breath in and say thank you and open your eyes. And what we did is we just brought you to an awareness that you really are part of this energy, these particles, these atoms, and that you are part of them, and that you are part of something amazing, which is creation.
Vianna Stibal, honestly, I want to hug you. And you know how important and how difficult for me after, you know, having so many interviews, the first interview during COVID time, and you are one of my guests that I really want to hug. So it's been amazing. So it's been amazing to see you in Turkey, and your existence is so, you know, necessary for the universe.
It's been really fun. Turkey is a good place.
Thank you. Are we going to see you more in Turkey? My last question.
Of course. Of
Great.
course.